Hi class, my name is Bailey Smith. I am going to go over the literature review. The topic I chose to discuss is play in children's learning. I believe play in children's learning is critical for a child's learning and development for numerous reasons. I think this topic is really interesting because educators and parents need to understand the importance of play for children's learning and be able to incorporate it into the classroom daily. Play allows children to explore their environment while engaging in positive lifelong experiences. Play is an extremely important aspect for kids to engage in. Learning needs to be fun, intriguing, exciting, and hands-on. And I believe with play, it allows that to happen. Engaging in play creates several positive aspects in childhood development and their learning. I think play is the foundation of children's learning, really, because it just allows them to be inventive, creative, explore their environment, and learn so much. I found 6 interesting articles that relate to play in children's learning, and I'm briefly going to discuss them and explain why I chose the topic. I'm going to show y'all some pictures of children playing. I just think this is really interesting because they're just enjoying themselves and they can just learn so much through play. The first research article that I found was by Ginsberg. It focuses on how play is essential to a child's development and how play maintains strong parent-child bonds. I think this is really important because it talks about the development, how it affects the child's development, and how it also promotes parent-child bonds. And I think when parents allow play at home, it can help so much for their classroom, for teachers to incorporate it. According to Ginsberg, play allows children to use their creativity while developing their imagination, dexterity, and physical, cognitive, and emotional strength. Play is important to a healthy brain development also, and that was stated in the Ginsberg article. Their imagination grows and children become curious about different situations, and it just fosters so much learning. And I think that with the play, I think play should remain a cherished part in early childhood. And then the next article, Bodrova and Leon, studies show the links between play and many foundational skills and complex cognitive activities such as memory, self-regulation, distancing, decontextualization, oral language abilities, symbolic generalization, successful schools adjustment, and better social skills. I think play is essential for social development in children. When children are playing in groups, it helps their social competence and fosters their social skills. And I think that's another important aspect in learning. We all know the importance of social and emotional development in children. And I think with play, play builds a foundation for the social and emotional competence. And when children are in group settings and playing in the classroom, they can just use those social skills and it can truly help children that lack social skills. I have seen it, like when I observed classrooms, I noticed that when children are playing, they're really developing their social skills and it's truly helping them. And I think that's another important aspect that in learning, we know the social skills are important and play dramatically helps that. The next research article is by Ramani. According to Ramani, shared activities with peers provide children with unique opportunities to learn, practice, and develop their communicative, interactive, and social skills. This research article again discusses the influence of playful children interactions. And this study examined how cooperative problem solving in preschool children increase benefits in their peer interactions. So when children are playing with one another, for instance in this picture, they're just learning about themselves and the world around them and just dramatically learning from it. And when children are in child-directed peer cooperation in the classroom, this helps with numerous aspects in learning. I'm going to change the photo. This photo is another picture of children in a group-like setting playing. And here I really think they are just enjoying themselves putting the puzzle together. And when they're in the group-like setting playing in a lesson, they can learn from each other and use their minds to put the puzzle together better rather than just playing one person alone. So I think this photo is great to show that preschool children need to be in play-like group settings, such as in the RAM article that it talks about. The next article I'm going to discuss is by Kelly Vance and Riles. And I found this article interesting because it discusses the topic of play assessment in preschoolers. This article discusses how educators and school professionals are using play as an assessment tool. I think with an understanding of the benefits of play, we can use this to our advantage and use play as a measuring tool. This article talks about how play assessment results in a rich description of the referred child's strengths and weaknesses. With this tool, they examined children in play-like settings and were able to see how the play affected the children's learning and development. And they can then record the strengths and weaknesses that play helps children in. The results in this article were able to standardize play assessment and support its reliability as a measuring tool. If conducted in high levels of play, children do really learn and develop. And I think this is important for educators to understand that they can actually use play to their advantage and understand how children truly do learn while they are playing. The next article I'm going to touch on is by Fallon and McCobb. They discuss the important impact that free play time has children on learning with learning disabilities. Educators will work with children with learning disabilities, and I thought this article was interesting because we need to understand that play with children with learning disabilities may interact and play a little differently than children without disabilities. And the article found that children with disabilities may structure their play differently than children without disabilities, but it is still extremely important to note that the play still has the same benefits and impact on these children. So when you're an educator in your classroom, you need to understand that children with learning disabilities may structure their play a little differently, but we still need to learn how to incorporate play for these children. And so we can nurture their play-like settings and just use it to our advantage. The next article I'm going to discuss was by Anzartier. This research article stated that research has indicated that play can provide context and promote literacy in many ways. Play can offer a space for practicing reading and writing and give children opportunities to practice a language and make connections between written and spoken language. As I said earlier, when children are in play-like settings, they're using all kinds of social skills and incorporating them. In this research article, it discussed how two teachers analyzed and researched how the impact that play had on literacy and their children's language skills. And this article just strengthened the teachers' belief on the importance of play in children's learning. And the teachers actually explained that they were better able to facilitate play so that it has such important impacts. And it also explains how teachers have a key role in encouraging and promoting play in the classroom. And then I think that was it on there. So I think all of these articles do a great job of explaining the importance that play has in children's learning in their development. And I think they allow educators to understand how to incorporate and facilitate play in children in preschool settings. And with the research completed on the benefits of play, it is clear to see the pronounced impact that play has on children. It is also critical that teachers understand how to properly facilitate the play in the classroom. And play not only helps the children learn, but it also helps them greatly develop, which I said earlier. Play offers children numerous situations where they can learn important skills, and they will use these skills throughout their entire life. And I just think that when children are in play, it allows children to experience numerous skills and really just develop and learn about the world around them. And I think it's evident that play is essential to a child's learning. And as for the topic and how it connects to our coursework here at CBU, I believe, and I have seen that in every early childhood studies course that I have taken at CBU, the topic of play is discussed. Either it is directly touched or it is, we just learn about it. And in ECH 360, the early childhood curriculum, we focused on the play-based curriculum and really understood the importance of play. And then in the learning environments course, I remember we designed classrooms and we had special places for play. And I think that was great because it allows us to understand the dramatic play center and all the play centers that allow children to learn, and how teachers can set up their classrooms so that they can allow children to play positively. In ECH 440, I was able to create various STEM lesson plans. This was a very interesting assignment. I found myself consistently incorporating play into these lessons. I really enjoyed making those lessons. And when I incorporated them with the children I was working with, I was able to see that the play concepts that I incorporated into these lessons, they just love these lessons, and they were really able to connect with the lessons through play. When children are interested, focused, intrigued, and enjoying lessons plans, they will truly benefit from them. I have seen while observing classrooms that when children are playing in play-like settings, this is when learning truly connects to the children. And I believe play just enhances children's learning and development, and it is essential in their classroom. I believe the content in this literature review strengthens and aligns well with the view of play in children's learning here at CBU. And I found some very interesting articles that I will use for the future. And how play connects with my future and educators' practice. The content in this literature review allows future and current educators to truly understand the importance of play in children's learning. Teachers have a crucial role in promoting and facilitating play in a classroom. Therefore, they need to understand the relationship between play and learning. And the Boudrovo and Leong article, it talked about how teachers need to support these play characteristics. Not only results in richer and more imagination play, but also has a positive effect on the development of foundational skills, including cognitive, emotional, and self-regulation. And you can read over that paragraph and see how it really connects to our future educators' practice. But I think that when my classmates read this article, it will help with their current educators' practice and future educators' practice. I think that all the information I have learned will be beneficial to my future work as an educator as well as my classmates. I hope everyone enjoyed this presentation, and I hope you truly benefit from it and understand the importance of play in children's learning, and definitely use play in your future classrooms. Thank you so much for watching, everyone.